Hey you guys, so welcome back to the channel, and today I thought I would just share with y'all my keto meal prep that I do every week. Now, I don't prep the same meals every week, but I do something because I do work full-time. I work 4 days a week and I work 11-hour days. And on some of those days, I also have taekwondo practice. So it's a really late night. And so this really helps me to have meals already prepped going into the week. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 different meals, and I'm going to split each of those up into 2 servings. So 4 meals total. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make some Mexican cauliflower rice with some seasoned ground beef, and I'll use that to make either tacos or taco salad. Depends on my mood, how much time I have when the day actually gets here. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually saute up some onions, and then once I get those nice and soft, I am going to add in half this bag of cauliflower rice, and I will save the other half for the other dish that I make. So I'm just going to get that added in, and this is about a 12-ounce bag, so about half of that. And then I'm just going to add in some seasonings. I've got some garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, a little bit of chicken and tomato bouillon. And then I'm also just going to add some tomato sauce and some water. And then I'm going to finish it off with a little dried cilantro. And then I have these meal prep containers that I think I picked up at the Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to put a portion of rice into each of those sides. The seasoned ground beef, I'll just put that in the larger side. All right, so now I'm just going to set that aside, and I'm going to use the same pan, and I'm going to work on my chicken fried rice. Start off with a little bit of onions, and while those saute, I'm going to chop up some fresh broccoli. So I'm going to add a little bit of garlic and some water to these onions just so that I can get this broccoli cooked down just a little bit. While that's cooking down, I already have a chicken breast in my air fryer cooking up, and I'm just going to get that chopped up, and I think I'm just going to use about half of this chicken breast. Chicken is one of my least favorite meats, so this is a pretty large breast, so I think I'm just going to use half of it, and then I'll just save the other half. And I'm going to go in with the remaining bag of the cauliflower rice and get that all stirred in. And then I'm going to go in with some seasonings. I'm going to keep it pretty simple. Onion powder, some garlic powder, and a little bit of chicken bouillon. And then I'm going to add in some liquid aminos, or you could use soy sauce. And then I'm going to also add in a little bit of sesame oil. And then I'm just going to let that cook together for a few minutes. And then I'll also portion this out into 2 meals. And on the night that I decide to eat this, I will just warm it back up in the pan with a couple of eggs. All right, so now I'm making the seasoned beef. And again, I'm just using the same pan because we're going to make cleanup quick and easy. So I'm basically just going to crumble up some ground beef. This is probably about half a pound, give or take. And I'm just going to toss in a few onions, and we're just going to cook this until it's no longer pink. And then I am going to add some seasonings to this. So I make my own taco seasoning. You know, you can just use a taco seasoning mix too. Sometimes I'll do that if I have some on hand and I want to save time. So I'm just going to stir that in. I'm not even going to drain the beef first. I'm fine with leaving that fat in for flavor. And once that's all cooked through, I'm just going to portion it with my Mexican rice, and I'll just put it all in that large portion, and then I'll just, on the nights that I plan to eat this, I'll just scoop out half of it. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is make my egg batter for the week. Now, this is something I do every week, and I do this for a couple reasons. One is I love scrambled eggs, but I do not like to see the whites, streaks in my scrambled eggs. So I like my egg to be completely blended together. So I'm just cracking a dozen eggs, and I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of heavy cream, and that helps keep the egg batter mixed well together while it's in the fridge so it doesn't separate. But the other reason I go ahead and do this is because when I eat breakfast in the morning, this way I don't have to worry about being too loud using the blender or mixer, because there are other people sleeping and other people who work from home. So I'll just get that blended together, popped into the fridge, and then I will use it throughout the week for my breakfast, and I'll also use it for the chicken fried rice. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you got some new ideas maybe that you can incorporate into your keto meal plan. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.